Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, grab a snack, and get ready for the ride of a lifetime because today we're diving deep into the 2025 Lexus LX 700RH Hybrid, a vehicle that's not just a car, it's a full-blown experience that redefines what a luxury SUV can be. About a year ago, I was out here tearing it up with the non-hybrid versions of these beasts, and let me tell you, the game has been flipped upside down. The 2025 models are hybrids, and they're packing so much power, torque, and jaw-dropping luxury that it feels like Lexus took everything they've learned over 3 decades and poured it into one incredible machine. Built on the same rugged platform as the Toyota Tundra and Sequoia, this LX has been supercharged with massive upgrades that make it feel like a rocket ship dressed in a tuxedo. Whether you're cruising through downtown, hitting the open highway, or tackling a muddy trail, this thing is ready to dominate. Before we jump into the details, let me set the scene. Earlier this morning, I was out in the dirt, putting the overtrail version of the LX through its paces. That's the rugged, off-road ready model that speaks to my soul because I'm all about kicking up dust and conquering trails. But for this video, I'm switching gears to showcase the ultra-luxurious trim because holy cow, this thing is a rolling palace. If you've got $141,000 burning a hole in your pocket and a taste for the finer things, this is the SUV that'll make you feel like royalty. And here's the wild part. These hybrids are flying off dealership lots, even the top-tier models. It's crazy to see how the market's shifting, but that's the car world for you. Always evolving, always surprising. So, buckle up as we take a full, no-holds-barred tour of this masterpiece, from its head-turning exterior to its opulent interior and everything in between. By the end, you'll either be on the phone with your dealer or daydreaming about parking one in your driveway. Let's start with the bigger picture because there's a lot happening in the automotive world right now. For years we've been pushed, okay, maybe strong-armed, toward electric vehicles. You know the vibe, speed limits that feel like they were set for a bicycle, mandates shoving EVs down our throats when half of us aren't ready, and a laundry list of rules that make driving feel like a chore. Well folks, the tide is turning, and it's turning fast. The industry's hitting the brakes on the full-throttle EV craze, and we're going back to the roots, where car companies build what they want, how they want, without jumping through endless bureaucratic hoops. Hybrids like this LX 700H are about to steal the spotlight, and plug-in hybrids are hot on their heels. Why? Because they give you the best of both worlds. Fuel efficiency without the hassle of plugging in every few hours or sweating about range anxiety. It's freedom on 4 wheels, no compromises. Over the next couple of years, hybrids are going to rule the roads, and this Lexus is leading the charge like a knight in shining armor. Now, let's get up close and personal with this beauty. We're circling the 2025 Lexus LX 700H Hybrid in its top-tier luxury trim, and let me tell you, it's a showstopper from every single angle. Up front, you're hit with that iconic, larger-than-life Lexus grille, bold, unapologetic and screaming "look at me" with the brand's logo planted dead center like a badge of honor. Flanking it are sleek, razor-thin LED headlights that look like they were ripped straight out of a sci-fi blockbuster. The design is futuristic yet timeless, with an attention to detail that's borderline obsessive. You've got air intakes on both sides for optimal cooling, plus a whole suite of sensors and cameras because this thing is loaded with tech that makes driving feel like second nature. On this luxury model, the front end is absolutely dripping in chrome. Shiny, polished, and built to turn heads, whether you're pulling up to a 5-star restaurant. Compare that to the overtrail I was driving this morning, which rocked a blacked-out grille for that stealthy off-road warrior vibe. Whether you're into bling or grit, Lexus has a flavor for you. Lexus has been a titan in the luxury SUV game for over 30 years, and the LX is their crown jewel. They don't crank these out in massive numbers, think around 5,000 units a year in the US, but where they do sell, they make waves. The Middle East can't get enough of them for their sheer opulence, and here in the States, Miami is a hotspot. I call Miami my unmasked market because folks down there don't play small. We're talking supercars as daily drivers, Lambos parked next to Ferraris at the coffee shop, and Porsches tailgating at the drive-thru. If you want to roll up in something that screams success without saying a word, this LX is your ticket. It's not just a vehicle, it's a lifestyle, a status symbol, a rolling testament to what's possible when engineering meets ambition. Alright, let's pop the hood and geek out over what makes this thing raw. This isn't your grandma's hybrid, it's a straight-up powerhouse. Under the hood, you've got a twin-turbo 3.4-litre V6 engine paired with a beefy electric motor, churning out a monstrous 457 horsepower and 583 lb-ft of torque. That's the kind of muscle that makes you feel like you could tow a yacht or climb a mountain without breaking a sweat. It's hooked up to a buttery smooth 10-speed automatic transmission with direct shift, so gear changes are lightning fast and seamless, like a hot knife through butter. Fuel economy? You're looking at 19 mpg in the city and 22 on the highway. Not bad for a vehicle that weighs as much as a small house. I've been pushing this thing to its limits today, and let me tell you, the acceleration is absolutely bonkers. It surges forward with this primal, almost animalistic force, pinning you back in your seat and making you grin like a kid on a roller coaster. Here's where Lexus gets clever. They've separated the alternator and starter from the hybrid system. Why does that matter? Picture this. You're out in the middle of nowhere on a 2-week overlanding adventure and something glitches in the hybrid setup. No problem. You can still fire up the engine with the regular battery and drive away like nothing happened. No tow truck, no stress. This is a step up from the Tundra and Sequoia platforms, which don't have this feature. It's a small but brilliant touch that shows Lexus is thinking about real-world reliability, not just showroom flash. Big vehicles like this often trade agility for size, but this one handles like a dream, blending raw power with surgical precision. Now, let's talk off-road because, believe it or not, this luxury liner can get down and dirty with the best of them. Earlier today, Lexus set up a compact but seriously challenging off-road course to showcase what the LX 700h can do, and it was an absolute blast. For the first time in what feels like forever, they've brought back 3 locking differentials: front, center, and rear. That's a throwback to the LX's rugged roots from the 90s, when these things were unstoppable off-road kings. We tackled steep inclines, rocky paths, and even a few logs, and this beast powered through like it was born for it. Drone footage captured the whole thing. Massive torque kicking in, tires gripping like they're glued to the ground, and zero slippage. It's the kind of performance that makes you want to ditch the pavement, find the nearest trail, and see what this thing can really do. Inside the cabin, there's a button that pulls up the camera system. 360-degree views, underbody cams, side angles, you name it. You can switch perspectives on the fly, making it feel like you're piloting a high-tech Mars rover. The suspension is hydraulic, not air-based, using fluid to adjust the height up to 2 inches. It's buttery smooth over bumps. No jolts, no rattles, just gliding like you're floating on. The hybrid battery is tucked away and sealed tighter than a submarine, so you can ford streams without a second thought. I stuck close to my guide on the course. No repeat of that Forerunner incident where I went airborne and got some serious side-eye from the crew. Trust me, this LX makes off-roading feel effortless while keeping you in complete control. Let's walk around the side because this profile is straight up commanding. I'm obsessed with this green paint. It's got a light-capturing sheen that shifts in the sunlight, making it look alive and almost otherworldly. The running boards are a tad low for my taste. If I were hitting trails regularly, I'd worry about scraping them on rocks or roots. But with that hydraulic suspension, you can lift the body when needed, so it's not a deal-breaker. The wheels are sleek and stylish, with fender flares that blend seamlessly into the body. No cheap black plastic here, just clean, color-matched design that screams attention to detail. Blacked-out pillars give it that floating roof look, and roof rails are ready for your kayaks, bikes, or whatever adventure gear you're hauling. One thing to note, this ultra-luxe trim doesn't have a third row. It's built for 4 passengers max, with captain's chairs front and rear. If you're rolling with a big family or a carpool crew, you'll want a different model. But if you're living that chauffeur-driven VIP lifestyle, this is absolute perfection. The doors are loaded with chrome accents. Not my personal favorite, but they scream luxury and fit the vibe. Touch the handle with the key fob nearby, and it unlocks with a satisfying click, like the door to a private jet. No fuss, no muss, just pure class. Now, step inside. because this interior is where the LX 700H truly shines. It's like walking into a high-end Japanese tea house on wheels. Every detail is meticulous. Every material screams quality. The door panels? They're decked out in real bamboo wood, sourced through a process once reserved for the Japanese imperial family. Tiny pieces are layered, sanded, and treated with an ancient technique to create this stunning, tactile finish that's exclusive to Lexus. It's not just wood, it's a work of art. The leather is everywhere, processed in Japan for an ultra-soft, almost buttery texture that makes you want to run your hands over every surface. No skimping here. Every inch you touch is premium, from the armrests to the dashboard to the center console. The front seats have memory settings for 3 drivers, and the Mark Levinson sound system pumps through door-mounted speakers, delivering audio so crisp it'll make your favorite playlist sound like a live concert at Carnegie Hall. Cup holders and storage bins are thoughtfully placed, so everything's within reach without cluttering the space. The dashboard continues that imperial wood theme, wrapping around the steering wheel and center console for a cohesive, luxurious vibe that feels like it was designed by a master craftsman. You've got heated and ventilated seats for everyone, full climate controls, and a navigation screen up top that's crystal clear and intuitive. Lexus upgraded to Toyota's Safety Sense 3.0, better than the 2.0 in older models, with features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and automatic emergency braking. It's like having a co-pilot who's always got your back, whether you're navigating rush hour or cruising the open road. In the center console, there's a built-in cooler. Yep, a legit fridge that opens from both sides, perfect for keeping your drinks icy on a long drive. You can turn it on or off as needed. It's standard now, no opting out. There's a wireless charging pad for your phone, more cup holders, and a rear-view mirror that doubles as a camera for better visibility when you're backing up or checking your surroundings. I'm a huge fan of the drive mode selector. Eco, normal, sport, plus terrain modes for mud, sand, rock, or crawling. You can toggle even to low-range 4WD and tackle serious off-road challenges like a pro. My only gripe? The running boards are a bit low for hardcore trails, but that's a small price to pay for this level of refinement. Hop into the second row and you're in chauffeur heaven. These captain's chairs recline fully with ottomans that pop up for your feet. Think first-class airline seat, but better, like you're lounging in a private jet at 30,000 feet. From the center armrest, you can control the front passenger seat, sliding it forward to create limo-like legroom that'll make you feel like a movie star. You've got dual rear screens for movies, navigation, or even gaming, complete with HDMI and USB ports for all your devices. There's a massive overhead speaker for immersive sound, storage nooks, cup holders, and more of that imperial wood on the doors. Everything powers back to its original position automatically when you're done. No manual fiddling, no hassle. It's the kind of setup that makes you feel like a mogul, whether you're being driven across town or napping on a cross-country road trip. This is why these sell like crazy in chauffeur-heavy markets like Miami. It's not just a car, it's an experience, a rolling sanctuary of luxury. No third row means more space for opulence, but it's a trade-off. If you need to haul a soccer team or a gaggle of kids, look at the base trims with 3 rows. For everyone else, this is as good as it gets. Pure, unadulterated luxury designed for those who demand the best. Let's talk engineering smarts, because Lexus didn't cut a single corner here. Those 3 locking differentials are a nod to the LX's rugged past. Think 1996-97, when these were unstoppable off-road kings that could go anywhere and do anything. With the political landscape shifting, I see electrification taking a back seat. Hybrids are the future, blending efficiency with power in a way that EVs just can't match yet. And with a new administration pushing domestic oil production, we're moving away from relying on foreign batteries or rare earths. Car companies are ditching the eco-posturing. Lexus even took down their green flags at HQ and focusing on building badass vehicles that put the driver first. Freedom, reliability, and performance are back in style, and this LX is the poster child for that movement. That separated alternator and starter. Pure genius. If the hybrid system hiccups during a month-long overlanding adventure, you're not stranded in the middle of nowhere. The battery's sealed tighter than a submarine, so water's no threat, whether you're crossing a river or driving through a monsoon. You can choose hybrid or non-hybrid powertrains, but this one's got the best of both worlds. A twin-turbo V6 plus electric boost for insane torque that'll make you feel like you're driving a freight train. It's built on the Tundra Sequoia platform, but refined to perfection. More torque, better sealing, and smarter tech that makes every drive a pleasure. Driving this beast is a revelation. You've got wireless chargers for your devices, a heated steering wheel for those chilly mornings, and dual screens. One for navigation and vehicle controls, another for off-road settings like lockers and terrain modes. The mirrors toggle between traditional and camera views. I'm hooked on the cameras for their crystal clear clarity, especially when navigating tight spots. The cooler is non-negotiable. Keep your drinks icy on demand, whether it's a soda or a fancy bottled water. Materials are top-notch, semi-aniline leather, which is premium, but with some synthetic bits for durability. Why semi? Probably cost, but in a 141k ride, I'd love full aniline for that extra touch of decadence. Still, the stitching and fit are flawless, with every detail screaming quality. The suspension's hydraulic, with height control up to 2 inches, making it versatile for both city streets and rugged trails. You've got 4H, 4L selectors, a single front full suite of cameras, no panoramic, but visibility is stellar thanks to the high seating position and expansive windows. The price is steep, no question. $141,000 is a lot of coin, but for this level of luxury and capability, it's arguably worth every penny. We're cruising through vineyards now, splashing through puddles, and this hybrid handles it all with the ease of a seasoned pro. No getting stuck, no drama, just pure, unadulterated competence. At the rear, you've got a big chrome Lexus badge and LX 700H lettering that announces its hybrid status loud and proud. The spare tires tucked underneath with a single downward exhaust, functional, not flashy, which is a bit surprising for a vehicle this premium. Those side bits look like fake vents, which is a minor nitpick. I'd expect a cleaner design at this price point, but it's not a deal breaker. Towing capacity is a solid 8,000 lbs, so you can haul a boat or a trailer without breaking a sweat. The trunk is decent, but the battery takes up some floor space since there's no third row. Still, you've got compartments for storage, rear speakers for that Mark Levinson sound, and a power outlet for your gear. The tailgate closes automatically with 2 buttons, one to close and walk away, another for instant shut. The reverse camera is razor sharp, making parking this beast as easy as parking a compact car. Competition. You're looking at heavy hitters like the Cadillac Escalade, Lincoln Navigator, Infiniti QX80, BMW X7, and Mercedes GLS, all in that 100k plus range where luxury and performance collide. The Infiniti's Ultra Luxe trim is solid, but their recent changes left me underwhelmed. It doesn't quite match the LX's blend of refinement and capability. For me, the LX stands out with its hybrid efficiency, off-road prowess, and that unmatched Lexus attention to detail. It's not just a luxury SUV, it's a versatile beast that can do it all. City, highway, trails, you name it. Let's take a quick detour to talk about the market, because it's a fascinating time to be a car enthusiast. The push for electrification is cooling off, and hybrids are stepping into the spotlight. Why? Because they offer real-world practicality, great fuel economy, no range anxiety, and the power to back it up. Plus, with the new focus on domestic energy production, we're moving away from dependence on foreign supply chains for batteries or rare materials. Lexus is leaning into this shift, focusing on what they do best, building vehicles that combine luxury, reliability, and performance. They've even stripped away the eco-flags at their headquarters, signaling a return to their core mission, making cars that people love to drive no matter the terrain or the destination. Back to the LX, let's talk about the little things that make it special. The key fob, for example. It's not just a key. It's a piece of tech that feels premium in your hand, with a weight and finish that match the vehicle's vibe. The door handles light up subtly at night, guiding you in like a luxury hotel doorman. Inside, the ambient lighting can be customized to set the mood, whether you're going for calm and serene or bold and vibrant. The steering wheel is heated, a godsend for those cold mornings, and the controls are laid out so intuitively you'll feel like you've been driving this thing for years after 5 minutes behind the wheel. The off-road course we tackled earlier? It wasn't just a gimmick. Lexus designed it to show off the LX's capabilities, and it delivered. We climbed slopes that looked impossible, navigated rocky paths that would make lesser SUVs cry, and rolled over logs like they were speed bumps. The 3 locking differentials gave us grip where there shouldn't have been any, and the hydraulic suspension soaked up every bump like it was nothing. The camera system was a game changer, letting me see every angle of the terrain, front, sides, even under the vehicle. It's like having X-ray vision
About
for this
off-roading.
hybrid system is
One
how
thing I
seamless
love.
it is. You don't feel the transition between gas and electric. It's all one smooth, powerful experience. The V6 kicks in when you need the grunt, and the electric motor fills in the gaps for efficiency and extra torque. It's like having a personal trainer for your engine, always ready to step up when you need it. And with 583 lb-ft of torque, you've got more than enough muscle to tackle any challenge, whether it's a steep hill or a quick merge onto the freeway. Let's circle back to the interior because I can't stop raving about it. The second row captain's chairs are the kind of seats that make you want to hire a driver just so you can lounge back there all day. The ottomans, the recline, the climate controls. It's like a spa on wheels. The rear screens are perfect for keeping passengers entertained, whether they're watching movies, checking navigation, or even hooking up a gaming console. And that Mark Levinson's sound system? It's so good it'll make you want to sit in the parking lot just to listen to your favorite album one more time. Every detail, from the stitching on the seats to the grain of the wood, is designed to make you feel special. The price tag, $141,000, is undeniably steep, but let's break it down. You're getting a vehicle that's equal parts luxury sedan, off-road warrior, and tech powerhouse. It's built to last, with Lexus's legendary reliability and a hybrid system that's designed for the long haul. In markets outside the US, taxes and fees can push the price even higher, but for the right buyer, it's worth every penny. This isn't just a car, it's an investment in a lifestyle. We're wrapping up here, folks, and I've got to say, the 2025 Lexus LX 700h Hybrid is a masterpiece. It's the perfect blend of opulence, power, and capability, whether you're cruising South Beach, tearing up a mountain trail, or just enjoying the daily commute. If you're in the market for a vehicle that makes a statement, this is it. Thanks for joining me on this epic ride. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll catch you in the next one. Drive safe, dream big, and maybe I'll see you behind the wheel of one of these bad boys.